welcome to this morning's Ireland class. We're very fortunate. This morning we have an internationally renowned speaker. His Grace Rupeshwor Gaur. Rupeshwor Gaur is a renowned spiritual teacher, mentor and guide whose life work is dedicated to helping individuals discover their inner peace and realise their highest potential. Coming from an engineering background and with decades of experience in the field of spirituality, his teachings seamlessly blend the timeless wisdom of ancient traditions with practical solutions to the complexities of modern life. In addition to his role as a spiritual teacher, he holds prominent leadership positions as the Secretary of ISKCON Nepal and the GBC Zonal Supervisor of ISKCON Thailand, where he continues to expand his mission of fostering spiritual well-being and community development. His inspiring presence, wisdom and commitment to service have solidified his reputation as a guide to anyone seeking lasting transformation in both their personal and spiritual lives. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Would you like to say Jai Done. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna. Today we're going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 71, Sloka number 14. Tato Ratha Dvipa Vatasadinayakai. 14. Tato Ratha Dvipa Vatasadinayakai. Karalaya Parivritta Atma Senaya. Vridanga Viryanaka Sankha Gomukhai. Pratyo Shakyo Sita Kakubo Nirakrama. Word-to-word translation and translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Tata, then, Ratha, of his chariots, Dvipa, elephants, Bhata, infantry, Sadi, and the chivalry, Nayakai, with leaders, Karalaya, fearsome, Parivrita, surrounded, Atma, personal, Senaya, by his army, Mridanga, by Mridanga drums, very horns, Anaka, kettle drums, Sangha, conch, Gomukha, and Gomukha horns, Pragosh, by the resounding, Koshita, filled with vibrations, Kakuba, all directions, Nirakramat, he went out. Translation: as the vibrations resounding from mridangas, varied kettle drums, conch shells, and gomukhas filled the sky in all directions, Lord Krishna set out on his journey. He was accompanied by the chief officers of his corps of chariots, elephants, infantry, and cavalry, and surrounded on all sides by his fierce personal guard. Hare Krishna. So actually, Lord Krishna is traveling, I guess here to Indraprastha or Dwarka. Dwarka, right? Right. So I think the background of this story comes from Jarasandha, who's disturbing Lord Krishna and his, all the devotees there many times. He attacked many times the Mathura, and then trying to disturb everybody there, even though he was not successful. Krishna and Balaram would always defeat him many times. And then of course, Krishna also got the very special name because of this Jarasandha person. Jarasandha is not so powerful. Krishna has killed so many powerful demons just by one slap. So for Krishna to kill Jarasandha was not difficult at all. He could have done the same thing and then killed Jarasandha. But then somehow Krishna was, I think, playing with him. And then he also got one time Jarasandha seems like he defeated Krishna. Krishna ran away from the battle. That's why he got that very special name, Ranchor. Ranchor. Krishna loves to do so many things which is unimaginable. It's very easy to understand Lord Ram is God. Very easy. Because he is very disciplined, Maryada Purush, like that. So Krishna, and we can say that Lord Ram is predictable, right? Predictable. We can understand what Lord Ram is trying to do, right? But then when we come to Lord Krishna, it's very difficult to comprehend, like very difficult to understand Lord Krishna in the form of Supreme Personality of God. Because many of his acts looks like mischievous, unimaginable, and we can also think like, does God do all these kind of things? Right? And you can see, like many times Krishna would make Pandavas do so many things against the Dharma. Right? When in Bhagavad Gita also, like when Arjuna said, these are my relatives, this is my grandfather, great-grandfather, and all my cousins, and if I kill them, then there will be so many widowed, so downfall of the whole generation, so I better become a sadhu. Right? And then what Krishna says to Arjuna, I thought you were an intelligent person, but you're a fool. You're such a fool that you even don't know things. Right? So, and then now, sorry. So when Arjuna is talking about non-violence, Krishna is saying you have to kill, you have to fight. All of these people have to be dead here. Right? And see, when we become Krishna conscious, when we come to Krishna conscious, we are taught all non-violence and being peace and calm and discipline. And here Arjuna is talking about like being disciplined, being a sadhu, and Krishna is saying, no, you're supposed to kill, you're supposed to fight. Right? And then being his devotee, being Krishna's devotee, we are trying to be sadhu, we are very peaceful, leaving everything and being a what do you call it? Yogi, being detached from everything. So Krishna's activity, Krishna's directions are very, very ununderstandable, right? Kunti Maharani would make a prayer. In her prayer, she's saying that, oh Krishna, you cannot be understood. Impossible. Right? Many times people would come to me and say that, Krishna is a playboy. Why did he marry like 16,108? Why? Right? And not only that, he has girlfriends. Some other extra number. Only the wives are 16,108. So Krishna is a playboy, he's a lusty man. People say anything. If you understand Hindi, one person like sent me a message, SMS. In that SMS it was reading, Krishna kare to Leela, Ham kare to character deela. So people are like, Krishna, if Krishna does its Leela, and then if we do it, then we are nonsense. If we marry more than one wife, then we are nonsense, right? So all these kind of things people are talking about. But then it becomes very, very difficult to understand Krishna as God. So we can wonder, he does so many things. Vastrahara, when gopis are going for like bathing, Krishna would steal their like clothes and say that, I want to see you naked, come out. And God is trying to do all these kind of things, and it's very difficult. And the highest, the max moment of Krishna trying to prove that he is not God is when he is leaving the planet. Right? And now in this Canto 10, Canto 11, when we read how Krishna left this planet, it completely seems like Krishna is not God. So Krishna is giving chance to Mayavadis, atheists. So he says, that's it. This is not God. So Krishna has a very special way of filtering who is devotee, who is not. Right? And then Krishna is doing so many amazing acts from where we can understand that Krishna is trying to teach us a lesson. And what is that lesson? Krishna consciousness is something very, very superior to what dharma is. Right? Bhakti is far more superior to dharma. When Arjuna was told yes, this is the moment you're supposed to kill Karna. You know, Karna was like more powerful than more expert than Arjun. Right? Arjun was Dhanurdhara, and Karna was more expert than him. There was no chance that Arjun could like defeat Karna. Same with Bhishma. Many places, like Dronacharya. There was no chance for Arjun to defeat all these personalities. And Krishna knew that. So when Krishna knows Karna cannot be defeated by Arjun, and he did the trick. He made the wheel of the chariot go down in the ground, stuck in the ground. And then Karna would come down and try to take out the wheel. And Krishna is saying, wonderful, wonderful. Arjun, this is the moment. Shoot him now. Alright, kill him. And Arjun is saying, what are you saying? This is against the Dharma. This is against the Kshatriya Dharma. Right? We have to be in equal level. I'm in the chariot and he's not. I'm with weapon, he doesn't have. I'm ready for the fight, he's not. Right? In no way I can kill him. If I kill him, then it's against the Dharma. And Krishna is saying, you're trying to teach me Dharma? Right? So like that. And Krishna is saying, shoot, kill him. Kill him because I want. Right? Because Krishna wants. So when Krishna is, like saying anything, Krishna is ordering or instructing or doing anything, that is super Dharma. Right? Then only by bhakti we can understand Krishna. So many times Krishna would do so many things which is against the Dharma, which is beyond Dharma. And that's the guideline, that's a check, that's a test for a devotee to qualify. If we understand, if we believe that Krishna is God, even after so much of things, right, then only we can pass. Right? So, in the beginning, we are surcharged with, illusion. We are like covered with illusion, Maya. So when we are covered with Maya, then Mahamaya will come and test us. When we say, when we declare, I come to Adelaide and then I want to become a devotee, Hare Krishna devotee, let me put tilak, let me chant Hare Krishna. And we come in front of Radha Syam Sundar and then we start acting. Radha Syam Sundar, I'm yours. See, I put tilak, I put a dhoti, and I'm becoming very sincere. I'm chanting Hare Krishna. By the way, 16 rounds, not a joke. Right? How long does it take? Almost 2 hours. 2 hours of our daily routine we are offering to Krishna. So we come here, put our hands on our hip, waist, and then tell Krishna, Krishna, see, I'm such a wonderful devotee of yours. And then Krishna is still like holding his flute and then quiet. Because he knows that we are acting. So Krishna says to Mayadevi, testing. Then all sorts of tests starts coming. Right? And these stories are one of the tests, like Jarasandha. Why Krishna has to be, fighting with him 17 times? Why does he have to do that? And not only that, Krishna gets defeated. Krishna runs away. Right? And not only Krishna, Balaram too. They run away from Jarasandha and then they go to a mountain as if they are a coward. They cannot fight Jarasandha. And because Krishna couldn't defeat Jarasandha, Krishna had to bring Bhima in the sea. Right? Uddhava is suggesting, that let Bhima do it. He's a strong man. And as if Krishna is not, Balaram is not. Yeah, this is very, very interesting. And the worst one for us to understand Krishna is when Krishna leaves this planet. Somehow he gets hit by an arrow on his feet, on the toe, and some kind of gangrene infection goes inside his body, and Krishna dies. Okay, till that point it was tolerable. Then Krishna is cremated. What is this? And we have been taught by Srila Prabhupada, right? Satsidananda Vigraha. The body of Krishna is not material. It's Satsidananda Vigraha. And then again here, Krishna is cremated. How can you cremate Satsidananda Vigraha? Right? Satsidananda is Atma. And definition of Atma is Nainam Chindanti Sastrani, Nainam Dahati Pava. No weapon can destroy it, right? No fire can burn it, no water can, like soak it, or no air can like blow it. Right? That's the definition of Atma. And then Krishna's body is made up of Satchidananda Vigraha. And here, like Krishna is cremated. Right? And then the Ranis, they come, oh, Krishna is gone, hi. And same with Balaram. And Revati and all, they go, ha. I was reading, what is this? And again it says, like, so many demigods would come and see that Krishna is going up, flying. Like his transcendental body is going up. Then if his transcendental body is going back to God, back to spiritual world, who is cremated? Very, very tricky actually. And it's also like part where we can understand that the logic doesn't work with Lord Krishna. Right? Why am I saying? Because I'm an engineer. I've been taught for the whole life to understand things in a very logical manner. I need reason for everything to understand, right? Like modern science does. Experiment, observation, and result. Right? Last year I was in USA. I was giving a short talk on spirituality, and one of the ladies, she asked, do you have research on all those things you are speaking? I was like, what kind of question is that? Right? So people these days, they want everything logical, everything has to be experimental. Right? Then I asked the lady, excuse me, you're married, you've got a husband, your husband loves you. Do you have a research paper on that? Right? We don't. Many things in our life, we accept it because we can feel it. Right? It's coming from inside. I don't know, what kind of like explanation we can give to all sorts of like our existence. Right? If the modern science has limitations, right? And all this research work has limitations. So this is one of the things which is like Krishna's activities. We can see that they are of no, like logic. No logic can do it. So then when the logic doesn't work, what works is bhakti. Now bhakti, the first step of bhakti is Shraddha, the faith, the belief. Shraddha Anusari, Bhakti Adhikari. The more Shraddha we have, more Bhakti we have. The first time I would hear this Leela of Srivas Thakur, every time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and other devotees, 10, 12, would go to Srivas Agan, in Srivas Thakur's house, small cottage, small hut, and they would do kirtan. Kirtan, and after long hours of kirtan, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Srivas, we are hungry. And Srivas Thakur would like bring chappan bhog, bring lots of prasad, varieties of prasad, and feed these personalities. Right? And then after many long time, many months of like feeding, one day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would ask, hey Srivas, you don't have job, you don't have any field, land, you don't have any property which you are inheriting from your ancestors. You don't have any income. How are you feeding so much of prasadam every day to all of us? And Srivas Thakur says, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you know. No, I want to know from your mouth, from you. Okay, if you want. So then he says, like, you are God, right? You are God, and you're providing food for every living entities. What to talk about me and my family? Every living entity is free, right? So what I do whenever I'm hungry, when I need food to survive, I clap 3 times, right? And then the prasadam is there. The day the prasadam wouldn't come, I'll understand that you don't want me to live, I'll go and die with my family. Then when I heard this, I said, that's how we get prasadam. I didn't know that. For me, I thought like I have to go and work hard like donkey, go to the supermarket, buy things, and then eat. So I went back home, very happy, sat down, let me try. 1, 2, 3. Prasadam didn't come. Didn't came. Right? Now, even till today, it's not coming. I thought maybe for me it's 10 times. 1, 2, 3. Didn't work. I chanted one round and then again tried. Didn't work. Why it didn't work? Because I was trying to check. I'm still trying to check if it will come. Let me chant and see whether I will fall in love with Krishna, maybe. Let me do some kind of service and see if really Krishna exists. Or is it Prabhupada fooled us? Because nobody has seen Krishna. Anybody seen Krishna for real? No? No? We can only see Krishna in the deity form, or in pictures. Nice pictures, by the way. Right? That's all we can believe. None of us have seen Krishna in real. So why should we believe? Because we are living in the world of seeing is believing. Right? So that's what I was trained for. So when I came to Krishna consciousness, it was very difficult for me to understand or comprehend. So I was like, when I was reading this Canto 10, I couldn't get much out of it. No, Prabhupada and all the devotees are saying Canto 10 is very important, Canto 10. I was like, ever thinking in my life, when will I reach Canto 10? I used to, I mean, I'm frankly speaking, but I used to hate sometimes reading Prabhupada's 6, 7, 8, 10 pages Prabhupada from Canto 1 to 9. I was thinking, why Prabhupada has to write so much? It's taken me so long time to finish all these 9 cantos and then reach Canto 10. I was so eager. But somehow, after 2-3 years of finishing Canto 1 to 9, and I reached Canto 10, and then when I read Canto 10, oh, these are all the stories I know. I've been hearing this from my child, being born in a Hindu family. What's so special about it? Right? And because of my impurities, I couldn't comprehend. I thought Canto 10 I would see Krishna in front of me. I was thinking like that. But then more than Canto 10, when I started reading Canto 11, it made more sense. The Uddhava Gita. When Krishna is explaining all these phenomenon of this material world, how the Sankhya Yoga and everything, that made sense. Then I understood. To understand Krishna's Leela, we have to be in spiritual platform. By material understanding, there's no way we can understand Krishna. Right? For example, we see Radharani. Who is Radharani? Simple answer, girlfriend of Krishna. Right? As soon as we say girlfriend of Krishna, then I started relating with my girlfriend. Many times that when we hear the story between Radha and Krishna, their love, I'll relate with my love with my girlfriend. No, which is not at all. Krishna's existence, Krishna's spiritual existence, Krishna's even material existence, they are not in material platform. They are all in spiritual platform. So as I was reading ahead in the Sankhya philosophy, and of course books from our acharyas, I found the spiritual world is made up of 3 energies. It can be categorized into 3. Ladini Shakti, Samvit Shakti, and Shandini Shakti. So okay, names, the Sanskrit words are fascinating, but what are they? So Ladini Shakti is the Prema Shakti. Right? Then Samvit Shakti is the Chid Shakti, the opulence. And Sandhini Shakti is the Shuddha Sattva. That's why the Atma is made up of Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat means Shuddha Sattva. Chit means the opulence. Right? And Ananda is the love potential. So I understood that the whole spiritual world is made up of Shuddha Sattva. That is the platform. For anything to exist, we need a platform. That's the concept. We are sitting on the floor. The floor acts like a platform. That's why we can sit on the floor. So any activity to happen, first thing we need is a platform. So in the spiritual world, the platform is made by the Suddha Sattva. So in Suddha Sattva, these two energies, they act, they manifest in service to Krishna. One is the opulence, Chit, right, Sambit, and the other energy is the Ladini Shakti, or the Ananda Shakti. The whole existence, whole difference between, the planets are the gradations, with the existence of this energy or this energy. If we see the extreme, the Ladini Shakti, the 100% Ladini Shakti is experienced in Goloka Vrindavan. And the 100% opulence is experienced in Vaikuntha planets. So you can see Lakshmi Narayana, you can see Radha and Krishna. And all the other planets are in gradation in the between, like Ayodhya, Mathura, Dwarka. These are all in between. You can see Radharani is experiencing the Ladini energy, Ananda energy. That's why they have like very highly intimate relationship with Krishna, 100% based on love. That's why sometimes Krishna would come late to meet Radharani. And Radharani would say, this black guy I will not meet today. And Krishna goes, please, Radhe, please. I want to meet you. Don't say that, don't say that. I cannot live without you. Right? That's love. That's purely based on love. And if you see Lakshmi Narayana, impossible. That kind of act is impossible. What shall we do, Shri? You are my master. Jaya Jagadisha Hare, ding ding dang dang. Always at the lotus feet. And if she is dissatisfied by Narayan's act, no way she will speak. No way. No, many times Narayana had to tell Lakshmi, what are you doing in my lotus feet? You belong in my chest. Yeah? Your position is this, please come. And Narayana would bring and put Lakshmi in his chest, and then again Lakshmi said, no, that is better. Lotus feet is better. So that's opulence. That's Aishwarya, awe and reverence. Right? So it's the whole tradition of these two things. Now, if we see the material world, it has nothing to do with Ladini or Samit something. We cannot even experience Suddha Sattva. In material world, the highest, best energy we can experience is Sattva. Now, Sattva is some partial existence of Suddha Sattva. And Rajagun, very little. Let's say maybe 10% of Suddha Sattva. And Tamagun is 0%, absence of Suddha Sattva. So we are surcharged with like all this like stupid Sattvagun, Rajagun and Tamagun. I would say stupid means like not having the full potency of like Suddha Sattva. And we are trying to understand Krishna's Leela, which is happening in full potency. Right? Full potency of Suddha Sattva. Even though we are in Sattvagun, full Sattvagun, still we cannot comprehend. That's why yogi, all the yogis, like Bhagavad Gita says, even the yogis cannot understand my leelas. What to talk about anybody else? Even the yogis who are like fully Sattvagun, they cannot understand. That's why when Krishna Balaram were hungry, and then they said, go and get some fruits from these like sadhus, from these yogis, who were about to do yajna. They went and asked, hey, Krishna Balaram wants to like eat, give us some fruit. Right? And then they say, come on, what are you guys like talking? We are going to offer in the homa, in the yajna. How can we even possibly give the fruits? You're trying to destroy the puja, the dharma, the rituals. Right? They couldn't understand. Whereas their wives, associating with the gopis, with that bhakti, they could understand what is the service towards Lord Krishna and Balaram. Right? So here Prabhupada is like always trying to give us, in ISKCON he has established what is bhakti. But many times you can see the ISKCON devotees, us, we're trying to take bhakti towards dharma. Many times we confuse Krishna consciousness with varnashram dharma. Right? We can see brahmacharis here. We can see lots of grihasthas here. Right? We have like vanaprasthas, we have sannyasis. So many times we would consider this kind of designations more important than the service to Lord Krishna. And many times we're confused. Yeah, it is correct. I mean, to follow all these, like positions, designations. But then Srila Prabhupada would say that Bhaktivinoda Thakur has proposed Daivi Varnashram Dharma. If my being brahmachari is conducive for devotional service, I could do maximum devotional service, being that, be it. If I am a grihastha and then I can do better service to Krishna, then I should become grihastha. But then we are like so much interested in all these like designations more than the service. Right? We misunderstand. Prabhupada is always talking about the back door. Prabhupada is saying, I'll take you through the back door. Right? To back to Godhead, Goloka Vrindavan. Where is that back door? Where is that back door? What Prabhupada is talking about? Right? If we talk about the front door, there's a beautiful story of Gopkumar. Right? How Gopkumar went back to Godhead, step by step. It's all explained by Sanatana Goswami. Right? And then reading that, I was thinking, I won't be able to go back like Gopkumar. Because Gopkumar was so pure. He was chanting Gopal Gayatri every day without failure. And each time he would desire, let me go close to Krishna, then immediately Pushpak Viman used to come. He would sit in Pushpak Viman, boom, taken somewhere higher. Right? I tried. I had a desire to go back to Godhead. No Pushpak Viman is coming. Not even a car or a motorbike or anything is coming. So my desire is like useless. I could understand, we are not like Gopkumars. Then when Prabhupada said, oh, I know the back door, I'm going to take you to the back door, I was so interested. Because going from the front door was impossible. No, what to talk about us? Even 4 Kumars, they were returned, they were stopped by Jai Vijay. You guys cannot enter Vaikuntha, stop. Right, so when I compared myself with 4 Kumaras, I'm nonsense. Right, so only the way we can go back to Godhead is back door. So I was like thinking, what is this back door? What is this back door? What back door should Prabhupada is talking about? Then after reading all these like scriptures, I could understand the back door is the Navadvip. Right? Prabhupada is highlighting Gaur-Nitai. Why Gaur-Nitai? Why Gaur-Nitai all of a sudden? Okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Mahavadanyaya, most merciful, but then equal to him is Jagannath. Jagannath is also like so merciful. Right? And equal to him is Bal Gopal. In Bal Gopal, Krishna is so merciful. But why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Then I could understand in Goloka Vrindavan, there is a section called Navadvip. Right? And that Navadvip is in Goloka Vrindavan. Now, to make Chaitanya Mahaprabhu happy is far more easier than to make Krishna happy. Krishna is very demanding. Krishna says, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamikam Saranam Pada. So you have to leave everything, quit everything, and then become 100% surrendered to Krishna. Then only. But then here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Haranamaiva Kevalam. Okay, chant Hare Krishna and I'll take it. And what is the example? That you don't have to be qualified? Jagai Madai is the example. Right? Jagai Madai, just sort of like little sign of like surrender, little sign of surrender, that also in the drunk state. That was not even real, Madai was just guessing, these guys are powerful, maybe we should ask forgiveness. Just that. And they got Krishna to him. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying is, we are better than Jagai Madai, aren't we? Right? We are not that cruel, we are not that criminal. Right? So if we somehow, like surrender ourselves, get the mercy from Gaur-Nitai, we have this back door called Navadvip in Goloka Vrindavan. When we go to Navadvip, then from Navadvip we can just walk to Goloka Vrindavan, where Radha and Krishna, the Yugal Jodi, who is our worshipable, they are sitting, right? And the throne is like Radha Krishna Prana Mola, Yugala Kishore, right? All these Yugal Jodi we can worship. But then many times we don't understand what Srila Prabhupada is trying to give. The first time I heard something like, first read Prabhupada books, then only read Acharya's books. First finish Prabhupada books. I was thinking, Prabhupada books are the basic, and Acharya's book are the advanced like books. So in that notion, I was reading Prabhupada books. Let me create a foundation by reading Srila Prabhupada books. These are the basics, and then one day I will understand what Acharyas are saying. So when I did read Acharya's books, I realized, right? I realized Prabhupada books are more deeper than our Acharya's books. Our Acharyas are talking about very flat spirituality, flat Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada is talking about the highest form of spirituality, the cream. That's why he was so confident. If we read Prabhupada books in one lifetime, we can go back to God. Because he's talking about the ultimate goal of spirituality, ultimate aim of the spirituality. Right? So, reading all these books of Srila Prabhupada, these are amazing. I think more than we try to understand Krishna's Leelas, Krishna's Kathas, we're supposed to try to become devotee. If we try to become devotee, for instance, devotee means I understood two main activities. One, devotee association. When we say devotee association, no matter they are Kanishta, Madhyama, or Uttama, will be purified. No, devotees by their association will be Krishna conscious. I got my deities, Radha Krishna, when I was a non-devotee. Because my wife was born and brought up in Krishna consciousness. Right? Her father was Krishna conscious. So when we went to Mayapur, when I was not devotee, she said, we need deities. I said, what deities? She said, Radha, let's get Radha Krishna. Then I said, are you fool? In your childhood you didn't play Barbie doll? You weren't like Radha Krishna, what is this? And you are a grown-up girl. Why you buying this deity, dressing them, that was my logic. But then she insisted. So I said, okay, fine. So when we got the deities, I was a non-believer, kind of believer. Then once in a month, 4 days, 5 days, I have to do it, because she cannot touch them. So I was forced to do it. Then, okay, just for the sake of her happiness, I was doing it. And many times I would not bathe them, do things in shortcut. Shortcut, look, she's around. If not, okay, just let me do it quickly. Finish it up. And she says, oh, did you bathe them? Yeah. And I used to feel it's a nonsense. It's nonsense, it's stupid. It's just like a baby is playing with dolls. Right? So, anyway, eventually, when I was worshipping them even without belief, I was thinking, oh, Krishna has not eaten. Oh, they have not bathed. Oh, they have not slept. Oh, I have to put them to sleep. In the morning, the first thing I will remember, oh, I have to wake them up. Right? Even though I didn't believe, I started thinking about them. Right? And eventually, many things started happening in my life. Right? Things changed. Even though knowingly and unknowingly I started thinking about them, then the devotees manifested. And with devotees association, I was growing deeper and deeper and deeper and getting understanding. And today I could sit in this Vyasasana in Adelaide. Who knew? I never thought I would be wearing dhoti and going around the world and talking about Krishna. Right? So this is the power of association. And the second thing in bhakti, the only thing we need to do is surrender, give up. No? So just go in front of Krishna and then say, Krishna, I'm yours. It's that easy, that simple. Right? So back in Nepal, when I saw His Holiness Mahavishnu Swami and His Grace Patri Prabhu, and realized from the young age they have joined Krishna consciousness. Mahavishnu Maharaj never got married, right? He was brahmachari, then he took sannyas. And Patri Prabhu, he left home, his 3-month-old daughter, he left home. And actually he was kicked out from the home. The wife and the mother kicked him out. And then somehow he surrendered to Krishna. So hearing that, I thought, maybe we should do it also. So I joined Krishna consciousness. It was just like 2 years. I thought, I'll also go and declare that I belong to Krishna. So I went to Patri Prabhu. I said, Prabhuji, today I want to declare that I belong to Krishna. I want to surrender. I said, oh, no problem. Gaur-Nitai is there. Go and promise. Take a vow. Okay. So I was sitting there, and then as I was like about to take a vow, I thought, what if you say, from today you stay here? At least I should drop my wife back home and then come. You know? What if my parents ask? I have not talked to them. What if he says, go tomorrow to some remote part of Nepal and preach? Oh my God, I have not planned. So after a while, Patri Prabhu asked me, did you promise? Then I said, maybe I'm not ready. Huh? It was not easy, but it was such a simple thing. We surrendered to our parents, we surrendered to our teachers, we surrendered to the society, we surrendered to the doctor when we were very sick. We were like almost dying, we go to the surrender. I don't know what doctors put in my vein, all those medicines. We surrender to them. But then surrendering to Krishna is so difficult. So difficult. Can you imagine? We are struggling to that limit. One side there is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and on the other side we have coffee. Coffee is so strong that we cannot leave coffee to make Krishna happy. Krishna is the Supreme Personality, Baba. There is no comparison between coffee and Krishna. And still yet we choose coffee. What a disgrace. Right? So that surrender to Krishna is so simple act. But then we're not able to do it. So I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about myself. It's been 21 years, I'm still trying to surrender. Right? Waiting for that day when we will be able to surrender to Krishna, and everything starts manifesting after that. Right? These two acts, associating with devotees and surrendering to Krishna. And by surrendering to Krishna, the two immediate acts happens. One, first, false ego gets crushed. Second, we are sheltered. We are sheltered by Krishna. Krishna starts like giving protection. So I think the whole basis of like studying, reading all this Srimad Bhagavatam, all this like Leelas, is to believe that yes, Krishna is going to take care of us. And let's surrender to Him. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you have any, if you have any questions or any comment. Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Sri Radha Syam Sundar ki jai. You've got beautiful deities and such a nice temple. Wow.
Last night on the association, please come to the 2 parts this evening, tomorrow evening, and also giving back the class tomorrow morning. Please come.
Kirtan Adelaide. Leave a like and subscribe.